Hey everybody, we're going to do another tour of the van now that we got Homer back from adventure, just show you what they've done to it. After our first couple trips, we did some camping and we figured out that storage was really the big thing that we wanted to take care of first. So what Adventure did for us is they built us some cabinets. They also did some drawers and stuff for us so we could start putting away all of our clothes so it didn't feel like we were just living out of a suitcase. So in the back, what they did is they put in this big box of drawers. We have these two drawers, which are the same length. And you'll see on the other side that there's actually an internal drawer. So we kind of had to make these drawers a little bit shorter. This drawer here is the only drawer. There's nothing on the other side of it. So this one can be longer. And then you guys can see under here is where the dogs go. This is their great bed. And then of course our bed's on top. They love this little den area. I'm sure. Over here, we have two sets of cabinets. And we have all of our clothes are in these awesome little travel packs to keep things nice and organized, which is super handy. Follow me under here. So down here is where we have the composting toilet. It's in a little cabinet under here. And really, we're only going to use that for emergency purposes if one of us is in real dire need. Otherwise, it just stays in there. We have this interior drawer that I was talking about earlier. It's anything that we feel like we need to keep inside and be able to get to inside no matter what the weather is. That's what we keep in this drawer. Our fridge cabinet, which Adventure, they resurfaced for us, put some nice reclaimed white oak wood on. And in here is all of our kitchen stuff, everything that we need. Eventually we'll get it a little bit more organized once we really figure out a groove. Here we have our ARB fridge freezer. We always use it just as a fridge. It pulls all the way out. We keep everything we need to in here.
Hey, is that dry farm wine?
Oh, crazy. Once we get this up to temperature, or rather down to temperature, super efficient. It keeps it and it just barely sips on any air. It's just awesome little fridge. So the fridge box and the bench when we first bought the van was actually switched, and we wanted Evie to be closer to us, and we also wanted it to be easier to get in and out of this. We had those two things switched, and it's really worked out well for us this time. We have just like this little bit of usable space in between the bench and the fridge, and we keep the dogs food here in this nice little airtight container that doesn't stink and reek of dog food, and the dog bowl stays on top of that. We also keep our table under there, which maybe we'll show you in another video how it sets up and what that looks like when Laura uses it for work. In these upper cabinets here up above this window, what I really like about that is it still doesn't even impede on this driver's side window, which is awesome because I've seen other cabinets in the past that kind of come midway down the window, and this still leaves a lot of headroom, which is great. And this is like basically our pantry. This is all of our dry food stays in there, the non-perishables, and then over here we just got other stuff, some extra coffee and tea type things is really what stays over there. Some supplements, Force-O-Matic, stuff like that stays in this cabinet. And then of course the bench. This is where Evie hangs out and sits when we're driving. We have this little hookup here, and we can put my iPad in it, and then if it's a longer trip or Evie's awake and she's just needs some entertainment, we'll put on DT, Daniel Tiger, because it's amazing and she just rocks out to it. It's awesome. Some amazing songs out there. You should check it out. There's a bracket over here which we set the table on, and then the table can swivel and be in different positions and you can sit there. This chair actually turns all the way around and faces inside, so all three of us can sit in this chair and the bench. Eventually we'll probably get this driver's seat to be a captain's chair as well, so we can have 4 places to sit in here, which is it'd be super handy. The floor that they did is absolutely beautiful, just like the face of the cabinet here on the fridge, and on top it is reclaimed white oak. A little extra insulation here. Sacrificed a little bit of headroom. As you can see when I stand up, it's like this. So this is my life standing in the van, but it is what it is, and it's beautiful, and a little extra insulation is nice to have. And then right here is just a little 2-gallon Max Trax water tank right here, and it has a little downspout that we can twist down, open up, and really we've just been using it for the dogs' water. When in emergencies we need water, we have a little bit of extra water. Eventually we might get 1 or 2 more of these, and then big plan down the road is to get an actual larger water tank to have inside of the van with an electric water pump and things like that. So that's it on the quick van tour. Obviously there's not a huge tour that can happen here. It's not that massive of a space. I know we're going to do a rapid Q&A in another video. You guys have asked a bunch of good questions and we're going to sit down and talk about it. But that's it for now, guys. See you later. Check, check. 1, 2, 3. How's the lighting in here? Let's see.